California, there was a federal prison where the guards called the shots, and the inmates called it the Rape Club. FCI Dublin was a low-security federal prison for women, located about 20 miles southeast of Oakland. It opened in 1974. By 2012, it became exclusively female, one of only 5 federal women's prisons in the entire country. For years, inmates complained about sexual abuse by correctional officers. They were threatened. They were punished when they tried to speak up. The culture was so toxic, so permissive, that staff and inmates alike had a name for it: the Rape Club. In 2022, the Associated Press published an investigation exposing the full scale of the abuse. They found what they called a permissive and toxic culture of sexual misconduct by predatory employees. Inmates alleged rampant sexual abuse by correctional officers. And when they reported it, they were the ones who faced retaliation. The chaplain was sentenced to 7 years in prison for repeatedly sexually abusing an inmate and lying to federal investigators about it. The warden himself, Ray J. Garcia, was found guilty of sexual offenses against prisoners. He was sentenced to 70 months in federal prison. The man running the prison was himself a predator. By 2023, at least 8 correctional officials from FCI Dublin had been charged. 4 were sentenced for sexual abuse of prisoners, and the cases kept coming. In January 2024, the television program 60 Minutes aired a special titled Agency in Crisis. The FBI raided the facility, and shortly after, the Bureau of Prisons announced FCI Dublin would be closed permanently. It shut down on April 15, 2024. Since the closure, more than 65 former inmates have filed lawsuits alleging sexual abuse by Bureau of Prisons staff. 65 women, and counting. This was not a few bad apples. This was a system. A prison where the people entrusted with custody and care used their power to exploit the people they were supposed to protect. And it took years of reporting, a federal investigation, and an FBI raid before anyone in authority was willing to shut it down. The women who survived FCI Dublin were already serving time. They were sentenced by courts, but the guards who abused them were supposed to be the ones enforcing the law. Instead, they became the criminals, and the prison that employed them became known by the name the inmates gave it: the Rape Club. Closed, but not forgotten. What's your take on what happened at FCI Dublin? Do you think enough people were held accountable? Let us know in the comments. And if this story mattered to you, share it with someone who'd appreciate it. Hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.